Ow. Are we live and direct over here? What up, fam? What up, Jasmine?
Hey, what's up?
No, we just relaxing and maxing.
On this beautiful night.
What up? Yes, it is. It is. It is the pre-full moon tonight. The moon is in Gemini, so there's a whole bunch of information coming down. And of course, you know we got class tomorrow. I'm Coach Khayr, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia.
Jasmine Atson, Team Pisces, West LA.
That's what's up. So what we're doing today is, man, we're doing something brand new. We've never broadcasted live directly to a YouTube channel. What up? Can you see the channel?
No.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to find a way for you to check it out, man. This is dope. So Reedy Ann is on, said I had to come on real quick. Thanks everybody for joining. Please subscribe to the channel, hit like, put a message, share it with somebody. Yeah, this is fun right here. So we're just gonna just talk about class tomorrow so people have had this introduction. So astrology, tarot, witchcraft, newbies in the new year. What you got is that's, you know, Laz, what do you think about that topic?
I love it. This is the time where people that are transitioning, they are starting their spiritual journey, they are setting intentions for next year, they are trying to really hone in on what their path is, figure out what they should be focusing on. And this is going to be fantastic because, you know, when you combine the tarot, giving people some guidance for where to begin in 2020, combining that with the astrology and throwing a ritual on top of that. Ooh.
You ain't got that? You ain't got this deck?
You cheating over there.
You ain't got that? You ain't got the Black Moon astrology deck?
I'm about to. It'll be in my shopping cart on Amazon.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off with all the purple.
Well, my point is it all goes hand in hand, and especially for those that are new to magic, learning how to pull it all together. But what I love about this class is, which we have not done before, is we are going to be giving you a forecast, something to focus on, and a ritual according to what your goals are for 2020. So I'm very excited to be doing this.
Exactly. And it took us 15 classes to where we was like, why don't we start using the cards along with answering questions? You know, big shouts out to the Peace Dealer. That's what put me up on game with that. But it's a lot of people on YouTube that draw cards. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, but I want to do just a little history lesson for those of you who are on YouTube. You haven't seen us before. We do a class on every Thursday night at 9:00 called Self-Mastery through Self-Mastery through Self-Discovery, about discovering what your gifts are, bringing your astrological chart, bringing your questions, and being able to talk to a professional astrologer and a professional witch. You feel me? And letting us give you spells, ritual interpretations, and this Thursday, predictions. So we're like adding the predictions to like 2020, even though we've already talked about the new year started September the 23rd. But you know, somebody wants to just have it and be like, So this is going to be the first class of 2020. That's how we're looking at it. We getting out here in the game before Christmas. And tomorrow I'm gonna be warming up. I'm warming up these tonight. So you already know who this is. I'm bringing my Fortiana. I got my so I'm bringing my Fortuna in the building, and I'm bringing Ganesha. Because do we always have to, like, do you always use tarot cards or do you use oracle cards too?
I use both. It really depends on the type of reading that I'm giving.
And do you think, like, what would be your advice to newbies who come and they're like, well, I only can do tarot. Tarot's too hard. Then what would you say?
Well, tarot, it is a complex system, but they do have beautiful cards that are specifically made for beginners. So you can definitely learn tarot very easily. For example, I don't read reversal cards. There are some readers that just don't read reversals. I never have. So that, I think for a newbie, that can be a little confusing. Like, we've got 78 cards and I've got to learn the meanings both upright and upside down. Your intuition is really what it hones in on. So a newbie can learn tarot in as quickly as they can learn how to read a natal chart.
Word. So we're gonna do an example of what class looks like, because Reed Leanne said she asked a question last class but didn't get answered. This time we're staying on till we answer all questions. But you got 2 hours to ask everything that you want. Maybe 2 hours and 10 minutes, but 2 hours, ask everything. We ain't leaving till everything's done. So of course, we're gonna use an example. She's about to ask the question, and because she came to class last week. So, and we have a private group, and people have been typing questions in this week. We've been over there answering. We have a group that we want you to interact with who is practicing magic for real, for real. Like, instead of just coming to the class and then you got to wait till another YouTube or wait till a webinar, when you like to be somewhere where cats have invested in their own self-discovery. So everybody who's taken at least one class so far with us on one of our webinars, we give you the link to come to our private Facebook group. All right. Yes, Grace said, oh my God, last time you guys stayed like 3 hours. Yes, we did. Okay, Ready Ann, or Reedy Ann, I'll need you to ask your question before I let somebody else ask a question. We'll take one or two on here to show you an example, and that'll give us a little warm up. But I want to, so yeah, whatever she's asking, you can ask anything. You can ask about where's your Venus at. You can ask like, what about Mercury now that it's direct? You can ask about a relationship. You can ask, what about a relationship? I got Venus in Gemini, Moon in Libra, and Mercury in Taurus, and I want to manifest this new car. Can y'all give me a ritual and a prediction? Yes, we can. Mm-hmm. Because we're going to look and see what the cards have to tell us first, and then I guess, Jasmine, is that right? Then we'll do the ritual after that, or the spell after that.
Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to first do the prediction, because something may come up that person needs to work on. It may be something that needs to be cleared away. And based on what comes up in the cards, then I will know how to construct that ritual for them.
Word. So let me get over here and put this in the chat so Jasmine can see it over here on our side. So she says, how can I manifest money to buy a house using my chart? And then secondly, what should I be burning to help me get into med school? So I'm gonna go with the first one. I'm gonna let Jasmine do the second one. Mm-hmm. And I'm also gonna pick one of these decks over here too to warm up and pull a card on it too. You wanna, as far as manifesting money, to me, you need to be on your spiritual purpose. Like, if you are just working a gig or whatever, it's really easy. Look at your north and south nodes more than looking at your sun sign. Look at your north and south nodes more than you're looking at your sun sign. Jasmine, what should she be burning to help her get into med school?
I would be burning a green, it's called a success candle. You can combine the success candle with either a road opener candle, or they have one that's white and it's called For the Student. All of these candles are available on Amazon, or you can check your local Botanica spiritual shop. And I would dress these candles with some rosemary to remove any blockages, some lemongrass for the success of being accepted into med school, and then some star anise, because that's just going to give you that clarity so that you are not only just accepted into med school, but you're able to kind of breeze through it with ease. Mercury mind, hello.
So this is Hermes. This is Toph. And you're asking about astrology. So you would, what I would do is say, you know what? I'm going to ask you first, do you even have an altar set up? So your money is connected to your wisdom and your mind and thinking. So I would quickly want to go get me a Toph or a Tahuti or the Jonty statue or a picture, put in a gold frame and get it on my altar ASAP. Then I would, I go to Jasmine. This is the mind and Mercury. This is going to be something quick. So also clearing the mind. And then one thing it says Mercury, the planet of intelligence and talking, is the closest planet to the sun, also makes the planet fastest planet to move through the zodiac. Mercury cards suggest you must put effort behind your talk. So you've been talking a good game and know what to do, and you ain't putting no effort behind it. Cha-ching. So that's an example of how we're gonna do that. Jasmine, did you hit over the card too?
I did. I pulled the Wheel of Fortune,
What?
and what
What?
that's
What?
telling me
Wait
there,
a minute. Whoa, hey, money, money, money.
um,
Money.
what that's saying to me is, and I feel like the question at hand is, will I be successful? Will I get into med school? Will I be successful at it? The answer is absolutely yes. And then going back with your card, Kair, having that mental clarity and that mental focus and staying very determined and grounded, you're going to breeze right through it. So congratulations.
Word. Somebody's next question was, how can I get my moon sign? And this is a very valid newbie question. How can I get my moon sign and sun sign? 1980. I don't know. Is that you got 201 in there? So is that the 20th or is that the 21st? Like, what's going on? But basically, what you would do is you just go over to one of these free sites like this, a Alabi. Can you see that, Jasmine?
Yes.
Yeah, and then you just come down, oh, come down, my free birth chart. You don't even have to drop your name in, so you can just do whatever. I think you said July, July 20th, 1980. Ta-da. I'm gonna just put Atlanta, Georgia, just because it's up, and then submit. What happened here? Yeah, and there's your chart. So that's the type of questions that people ask, like, how do I pull up a natal chart? You pull it up just like that. Your moon is in Virgo, and then really, if you scroll down, it'll show your rising sign, sun sign, moon sign, Mercury, Venus, Mars, all of that. Now, if you do not have the right time tomorrow, just use whatever you have, because I'm not really going to be going too much through houses. I'm going to just be doing signs tomorrow. And somebody asked earlier, will we be doing uh, predictions for all of the signs? Now, I've seen that. Jasmine, how do you feel about that when people come and they do, like, you've seen card readers and um they like, okay, I'm doing all water signs, all fire signs. They're doing all elementals, or they're doing all Tauruses, all Geminis, all Pisces. Like, have you ever done that before? Or what do you think about that?
I do think that it is a good way to give a very narrowed down on a broad scale reading. I like working with the elements. I have done it once before on a live video. Um, I think it would be fun. I do. So I'll think about it tonight, if we'll do elements and we'll do individual signs. I may be leaning towards the individual sign, but we would have to keep it very brief, just maybe 1, 2, or 3 card pull, just so that it's not, 45 minutes long.
Right. But or giving you the down and dirty. What I want to do is, first off, I better type the name of the class in so y'all can go there. Selfdiscoveryclass.info. That's the name of the website where you can go over and come in and register for class tomorrow. I basically want to, like, because see, everybody may not need a prediction.
Right.
Everybody may not be coming for that. everybody is going to normally have something really specific. So if you haven't ever come to our classes, what me and Jasmine do is we let everyone just ask us their questions. It's just a long 2 hour or sometimes 3 hour Q&A session of getting to the heart of what their questions is. Jasmine, how do you feel about our technique through 14 weeks now, about to be 15 classes?
I love our technique because it gives the participants the freedom to ask what they specifically need to know versus coming to a class, because everybody's at different levels, especially for the newbies. A question, someone that's been practicing magic for 3 years, they're going to have a totally different set of questions than someone that's only done one or two rituals. So it gives them that freedom wherever you are in your spiritual journey or whatever level of magic you're in, you can get a question answered that's specific just to you.
Yes. So we're going to go through this one kind of pretending like we were in class about what kind of questions to bring before you get here. Also, before we do that, please, when you sign up for class, make sure you get a private password that completes your registration. Just because you go to PayPal and pay, if you don't get the private password, you have not completely registered. Then you need to hit me or Jasmine with the message so we can send it to you. But you got to send us a screenshot that you already paid through PayPal. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Now, read that question for me, Jasmine.
I don't see it.
It's in the chat.
Oh, let's see here. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Ah, here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
Here we
you
go.
on your
Wait,
phone. You
I
on
gotta
your
flip my
phone.
camera around so I can read it. All right. I'm a Virgo, Sun in Virgo, Mercury in Leo, and my Jupiter in Aquarius. My question is, will I be able to buy my own property for 2020?
Wait a minute. Are you on your phone or are you on your computer?
I'm on my phone.
Okay, good. Okay, we can see you now. We couldn't see you. I mean when you were frozen.
Okay. When I opened the chat, yeah, I went away, so I'm not sure. I got to figure out how to work
Oh
this
no,
thing.
tomorrow we'll just leave you on the laptop and then you can use your
Okay.
phone for whatever else you want to use. But go
Okay.
ahead. What were you about to say about that?
Okay, so the question is, will I be able to buy a house in 2020? Well, let's just pull a card and see what comes up.
Jasmine is much nicer. I really like that too. Let's just go see what the cards say. But I also the card like is your goal around what your prediction is? So Jasmine's about to pull a card. What is your goal? Are you gonna set a goal around your prediction? Or are you just gonna say, well, Jasmine said I'm gonna be able to buy a house, I'm gonna be able to get a house. Man, you got to go a little stronger than that. What you got, Jasmine?
Okay, so I pulled two cards out. I pulled the Six of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. So to answer the question, yes. However, I do feel like there may be some delays surrounding finances. So the purchasing of the home may come sometime closer towards the end of 2020 versus the beginning.
Right. And also, how's your credit? Like if you got a 480 credit, you might want to ask about a ritual to get your credit score up or to be more astute with your finances. Because I pulled the Ganesha card, I pulled this one, number 17 is inner knowing. Inner knowing. How do you apply this to getting a house? Like, are you prepared? To me, this says Ganesha wants to remove the obstacles, but do you have things in order on your side before you even
Mhm.
start the ritual? Because it's all attitude. It says we have a place inside that you have a place inside you that holds your most significant answers. Do you feel you're gonna get the house in 2020? Within each of us lies our intuitive knowing. Hmm. So, and we don't want to turn it into like, am I gonna have this year? Because if you don't do the work, then it don't matter what we tell you. You can go,
Mhm.
you can definitely have the power to supersede the card. Jasmine, what do you think about that?
Absolutely. And the one thing people should understand about readings is time is fluid. And we're reading on the energy pertaining to the question and pertaining to you. But what we see today very well could be different in 3 months, depending on what your actions are.
Right. And you got the power to override it, because I've seen really crazy people get some really good readings and just go off and do something, not too bright. Yeah, they go off and not too bright. So somebody asked me about like charts again, and I just wanted to say, you basically can go and just say, look, go to Google and just type in free astrology chart. And you can just scroll down, of course, Cafe Astrology at the top. There's a Labie, storeastrology.com. Um, I probably, which one did I grow up on? No, not that one. Like I have most of my stuff on astro.com, but I do like this Astro charts. I just found this one. I'm really feeling this one right here. This one is really, really sweet. But my baby, I don't use her as much anymore because she's so complicated. I use astro.com, but you gotta know what you're doing over here. This one's like a lot of stuff is going on. You gotta know what you're doing when you get over here, because I'm going to extended chart selection right off the gate. I got names I'm dropping. Is Jasmine in here maybe? No, because I have 5 different accounts. So yeah, so I got over 500. I got over 500. Um, I have over 500 charts in these 5 accounts. So, and I normally pull natal and transits, equal house, and I use this. But since I found this other program on my phone, like I hardly ever even go back to this unless I'm just looking for unless I'm just looking for something who I already have their birth information. But most of the stuff I use now, there's an app called Astro Gold. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think that's $25. But I think everybody should get this. Look, somebody already made a video about it. This is a tough, tough app, boy. Tough. So it's on Google Play Store and it's in the iOS as well. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Ooh, can I get this on my? Oh, I can put this on my computer. Uh-oh, I'm getting this today. What? Oh no, it's over. My bad. Whoever asked me that question, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so it's on your phone. It's like $25. So this where it is on Google, and this is where it is on iOS. Ooh, they want 40 for it now. Ow. Okay. Oh, and look, it says, Coach, you already had this installed. I surely do. I absolutely do. And if you let me get it again, I'm gonna buy it again. Whatever I gotta do to put this on here, I'm getting it. Oh, get Astro Gold. There we go. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, whoever suggested that. Oh, that's it right there. Yeah, this is my baby. And I mean, I'm gonna come out my pocket on this one. Where's it at? Okay, we didn't mean to like y'all. Hey, do not. Ooh, you see that? Oh my. How much? How much? How much? How much? How much? They be playing so much. How much is it? 179? Hmm. Ooh. Once you have purchased Astro Gold, you may also like to purchase one or more professional reports. Hey, can y'all help me borrow? I need to borrow $179 from somebody. I'm just joking. But if you want to give this to me, you can definitely come over here and buy as a gift. That's for certain. All right. We about to get out of here because we about to go back over to Facebook. What practice or rituals can you do to receive a constant flow of downloads from the universe? Hey, we normally these are what you get. We giving y'all a little sample because we have not I can tell that y'all have not come to class. Jasmine, you see that last one I just put in there?
I do see it.
Can you go ahead and read it out loud, please? We're going to take care
Let's
of
see.
about 2 questions real quick.
Let me go back real quick. What practices, rituals can you do to receive a constant flow of downloads from the universe? Meditation. Meditate, 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 meditate daily.
Right. And is your altar set up? What's your altar game looking like?
Mm-hmm.
That's off the rip. Tai Chi, Qigongs, yoga, some physical practices, not just sitting around all the time. And of course, keeping candles burning on your altar. Charity said, what can help me stay balanced coming out of a toxic situation and get my money back right so I can start my candle building business? That's a project. That's going to take you a second if you're coming out of a toxic relationship. If you say toxic situation, I would recommend that you go back and get the replay of our relationship science classes. So that's the other thing about us. Every class has a replay. So when you go over to the page, you'll be able to, if you're saying, hey, I don't need anything about 2020, and I'm just going to go on down. If you do, you go ahead and register, of course. But I would say if you came out of a toxic relationship, you need classes what 10, 11, and 12 are for you. Psychology of Mars and Venus and right relationships. Part 2, practice makes perfect. Courtship, cuffing, and communication. And relationship part 3, cosmic contracts and conscious commitments. That's a lot of C's, right? It's a tongue twister, right, Jasmine?
Yes, try to say that fast.
Right. So I suggest that you go back and start with class number 10. We have a whole class for that. That's why we did these. Jasmine, can you talk about like why we have the replays up? Why is that important and why is that so different than what anybody else is
Absolutely.
doing?
Yes. Well, for starters, because you get to go back, you can pick the individual class that you need. You get to have it forever. You can go back and go back through the rituals, go back through. Sometimes other people have the same questions you do. You can keep going back and referencing to it and taking your time and going through it and applying the homework. Most of the time during our class, so many different people are asking questions and hitting on things that might be something that you're thinking about. So I'm giving out rituals, I'm giving out candles, I'm giving out homework, just so there's so much content there that you can draw from and use and apply to different parts of the situation that you're going through.
Absolutely. And somebody asked about ancestors. Where did I see that question in the chat? Coach, do you provide ancestor readings? I think that most of the things that I do, your ancestors and my ancestors are channeling down through both of us. So if we're telling you, if you're in class or you're just talking to us right now, we're not like, oh, your ancestors can't talk to me. Your ancestors can talk to whoever they want to if that's what they desire and if they have the strength. So we think that this is a very important class number 13, the generational curse class. There's some things that most people can do that they need to be doing anyway for their ancestors that they are not. And it's not just feeding them, but what about the generational curse? Because you can honor your ancestors and not work on the generational curse. And then you'd be like, well, why is my magic not working? Jasmine, don't you got some people saying, oh, I did the ritual, Jasmine, but it didn't work?
Absolutely. And you have to go back and identify, is it you specifically that the ritual, is it that the ritual didn't work? Is it that you did something wrong? Or is it that you have a blockage that you didn't create but got
Turn your
inherited?
camera, go off of your chat, come back to the camera.
There we go.
Okay.
So what I was saying was, with the generational curse, you may be doing rituals and they're not working, and you have to identify, is it the ritual that wasn't right or did it work? Was it you that maybe skipped a step? Or did you inherit some type of energy blockage or karma unknown to you from your great, 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 great grandmother that then passed down to the bloodline, and it's hindering the things that you're trying to create for your life?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Um, because we have been handed a cosmic cocktail. You know what I mean? So your parents left some shit for you, and you got to straighten it out. That's why we be like, man, you better come to class. Yeah. So look, that's all we got for y'all tonight. Please, please, please come over to class tomorrow. Bring a friend. Um, the link is gonna be in right below. If you're catching this on the replay, I'm gonna just come and edit, add it. Selfdiscoveryclass.info. And we look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. Jasmine, you got some closing words?
Yes, I will see everyone tomorrow. Bring your questions. We will be ready.
Yeah. What up, Pink? Let me give a shout out to everybody still in the chat. What up, Charity? Daniela, Lisa Joe, Grace, Reedy Ann. Yeah, I would like you don't have to go catch all the classes, but like over the Christmas holidays, those could be presents for you. So the live class is $26 and all the replays are 35. So I don't know, for Christmas we might do something crazy for replays. I don't know. We might just do something like on a one day. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna set some. I'm gonna talk to her about it. Daniela, please come to class tomorrow. We're getting ready to get busy. I'm a Taurus sun and a Taurus moon, Capricorn. We started a business a few months back. My question: will it be successful provided we do the work necessary? I mean, I really don't even have to pull a card on that one, but I will. But to me, that's like not even that's like a common sense question. 12th house is escape. 12th house is also your imagination. 12th house is Pisces. 12th house are hidden things. So what's hidden? Are you looking at the reality? Is everything really on the up and up? Make sure you're checking all the corners, right? That's the 12th house is your blind spot. And that's it. Y'all can follow us back over to Facebook. You know, Facebook try to do us crazy, man. They want to not let us do lives, man. Then we got to go through all these things, but we will not be stopped. Y'all ain't gonna keep us apart, players. All right, we're gonna holler at y'all. Peace.